You don't care what you're doing to me. I've been down in the ruins so deep.
So let's get started. We're using the Kodiak Power buttermilk batter. All right. So I'm using the rest that I used from the other day. I'm adding 2 cups of milk. Now I add one now and I add one later. All right. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. If you want more sweetness, add another tablespoon. 2 eggs for another protein source, and some blueberries. Now you can use raspberries, you can use strawberries, use any berries. Just put it together. Okay. All right, so we have our antioxidants and we have our protein source to start off our day. All right, now here's where I'm adding the other cup of milk. Now you just want to make sure it's thick and fluffy. All right, it's not gonna give you that taste or flavor that you would expect from a muffin, but you have to make it your own. Okay, for me, I don't like a lot of sweetness, but I have found a liking in the sugar-free syrup. So for my breakfast, I'll have a little bit of the maple sugar-free syrup with this. All right, so here are how we're gonna prep our muffins. Now I'm going old school. Comment now if you old school, let me know right now. I'm putting some flour at the bottom. I'm trying to watch my oil consumption because I'm using it later. So I just coated my pan with flour. Now I learned this from my grandmother. It worked like a charm. Wait till you guys see how these came out. All right, so y'all already know the deal. Okay, I'm not a baker. Okay, I do dibble and dabble in the baking, but I'm not a baker. All right, so I just got these mixed into the muffin holders or cupcake holders, whatever you want to call it, evenly as possible. All right, so you don't have to be perfect. All you have to do is be consistent. All right, so if you're meal prepping consistently every week and you're trying new ideas, this is something for you to try. Okay, and like I said, if you want more sweetness, add another vanilla extract. All right, so I'm putting them in the oven on 350 for about 17 minutes, and this is how they came out. When I tell you guys, they were so good. They were super, super good. Now with my breakfast, I'm adding some yogurt. Now this yogurt is about 12 grams of protein and 80 calories. All right, and it's the vanilla. It's vanilla. Now this is going to be for 3 days. I used one the other day, so I only had 3 of them. All right, so add them into your 1 cup. Okay, for these meal prep containers, the one side is 1 cup. So it actually keep you on track if you're using the yogurt that's in a bigger container. I like these because I'm spot on with actually how much I'm having, and I'm trying to have at least 30 grams of protein per meal to keep me full, so I can be snatched, so I can come tell my girls and be like, y'all, this is what I did, this is how I did it, so you can refer back to what I'm eating, or if you want to copy it, you know exactly what I'm having and how I measured it out. I still ain't pull out that skill yet. I got it, I ain't used it yet. So for our topping, we're going to use some chopped pecans. Nuts are really, really good for you when you're trying to lose weight. Just not be sure not to overconsume. So I just put just a little drizzle on top. If you want to use almond, use almond. If you don't want to use nuts, don't use nuts. Okay, this is just my preference. And now that our blueberries are ready, I'm just putting them into meal prep container. It did close down easily. It wasn't like puffed up, and I had it this morning for breakfast. So before I report back to the girls, I'm letting you know it was hidden. It was the 1 and the 2. Okay, now look how fluffy that is, y'all. Don't walk, run. Tag me when you try this, okay? Body for Days by Jericho on Instagram or TikTok. All right, and for the rest of the muffins, they're just put off for the week in case you get a sweet tooth, or in case you want to trick the kids and be like, here you go, and give them some muffins. All right, so next we're going into prepping our lunch. Now my chicken already cleaned before I got here. I don't know what it is about y'all who want to see me clean chicken and want to come to my house and watch me. I don't know what it is. All right, I already cleaned it before I got here. I'm using some Dash salt-free seasoning, some cayenne, you can use paprika, and then we taking it down to the Southwest. We're doing some Southwest chipotle, and then we're doing some parsley. Y'all know I tell you parsley brings fresh freshness and livelihood to your dishes, and also some fresh squeezed lime. Baby, what Chipotle? I am Chipotle. All right. Next, we're gonna put them in our grill pan, grill the side, and get going. Okay, so we want to grill that side. You want to start off on high. I love the grill marks on my chicken. And then you get them all turned over. I didn't use that much oil. I'm very, very conservative with my oil because oil can be a hindrance to your journey. All right. Oil counts. The oil count matters. We're going into one of my favorite things, adding a little bit of olive oil to my wok pan. The wok pan came from Walmart. I'm adding 2 eggs, okay, which is another about 16 grams of protein, and you're gonna bring them to a fry. And when y'all try this is all you need. All right, you bring it to a fry like you're making them over easy, and then you start to scramble them. Okay, you start to scramble them a little bit, and you can add corn, you can do more veggies. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm having and how it turned out. And when I tell you, this meal is not going to miss. Now, I usually add onion, but this meal prep today only took me about an hour. Okay, I had an hour before we picked my baby up from school. Why school get out so early? They just got there. Y'all, why school? Somebody tell me down below. Why do school get out so early? That's how I base my day, off of picking up my daughter from school and dropping her off. All right. Next thing I added was some corn, and y'all see the flick of the wrist right there. Y'all see the flick of the wrist. I'm adding some corn, and this brought out so much flavor. Now you can use the corn on the cob. You can grill it like that. I just used the corn in the can. Very convenient. Got straight to it. Let's debunk the myth. Okay, I used to think that corn had no nutritional value. Now I know that it has tons of fiber. So neither here nor there, I'm still gonna eat it. I'm still gonna eat it. So you can put your corn in there. You can roast it, or you could just put it out of the can. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Whatever gets you there, get there. Okay. Next, we're using our cauliflower rice, and this is really, really good, and it's frozen. Okay, I had 2 bags, but I only used 1. Shredded veggies. Okay, it's gonna come out frozen like this, that's absolutely fine. Okay, it's gonna come out frozen. This is what they give y'all at the restaurants. Y'all don't know, it be frozen in the bag. Just like this. Okay, so you're just gonna put it on medium heat, and it's not gonna overcook. It's not gonna feel watery. It's not gonna feel like the water, veggies are a high water content anyway. Okay, but you're so-called frying this. So this is my rendition of a cauliflower fried rice. You don't need the packet with the fried rice seasoning in there. All you need is 1 ingredient for this. Okay, nothing extra. Some soy sauce. That's it. About 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of soy sauce is all you need for this recipe. Okay, once you get it thoroughly mixed in, again, add your onions if you like onions. I love me some onions. I love me some white onions. Okay, I just didn't have time to cut it, but it turned out so good. I had it last night for dinner, and I was so full and satisfied. Okay, so you get this mixed in thoroughly. Once you get it mixed in thoroughly, just turn it on low, and then you can let it cook while you prepare everything else, which takes me into our salmon prep. Okay, I got 4 pieces of salmon. Whoever picked this from Instacart, girl, you did your big one. Thank you. Okay. I had some pieces that went right. All right. They probably from the same salmon. I appreciate you. Okay. So I just used some Dash salt-free seasoning, and I made this kind of smoky, and it was so good. And all I did was add a little bit of hot sauce. Hot sauce has 0 calories, or you can do a lemon squeeze on top. Some paprika, and I just got it mixed out thoroughly. If you want to use cayenne, you can use cayenne as well. And then the next thing I use is some parsley. Okay, I love using parsley on almost everything. I wrap my lips around, so I'm heavy on the parsley in my house, fresh or that's dried. It does not matter. I love me some parsley, period. So this is going to go into the air fryer. All right. You can just use aluminum foil. You do not have to go out and buy all these contraptions to put your stuff into the air fryer with. Okay. So the most important thing when you put them into the air fryer is to make sure they're laid out evenly. So I'm just adding a little oil. If you don't put anything at the bottom, they will stick. And then you just gonna have some shredded salmon. So just add a little bit of oil, rub it in with your hand or whatever, whatever brush you use to get it thoroughly. Make sure they're spread out evenly, and you can air fry these for about 20 minutes. Okay. If you are like me, I like my stuff crispy. If you're a crispy girl, you're a crispy girl. I like mine well done. I do not like my salmon red, pink. I want it crispy. All right. I want it well done. All right. So a lot of you guys asked me about my bottle. I do thoroughly clean my bottles after I use them. And then when I know I'm completely done, I put them back into the cabinet. All right. I ain't green like that. Come on now. I'm gonna have to invite y'all over. So this is how the fried cauliflower rice came out. It was so good. So this meal prep turned out to be about 3 to 4 days. If I had 4 pieces of salmon, I made it 4 days. Okay. The only thing I have 3 days of is the breakfast. All right. I do let this cool. Okay, I do not put it in the refrigerator immediately for my hot container warriors. I do not just put it in the fridge when I'm done. Okay, first of all, I need to clean my kitchen. Second of all, food is all on the floor. Trash is full to the top after this, so I do not put it straight in. Okay, I do let it cool down and come to a room temperature, and then I put it into the fridge. But y'all have to check out how this salmon came out. I don't know who I thought I was, but look how beautiful that was. That's like some Southwest. I don't know who hands I think I had, but baby, I don't know why we try to touch hot meat with our hands. I can't be the only one. But nevertheless, I know it looks like a very smaller portion. If you need to have a bigger portion, have a bigger portion. I'm currently on a cut week. So I am, I'm going hard in the gym, and I'm on a 1,500 calorie diet. I have a goal that I want to get to, and this is what I'm doing to meet my goal. Okay. I do eat. I don't go over my fasting window, barely, unless I'm super, super busy. But I'm just now using the rest of my cauliflower rice. I wish I would have cooked the other bag, but this works, okay, with what I'm going to show you I'm adding. So now I'm prepping my next dish, which is my chicken. Okay. So spread your cauliflower rice out. Do use 2 bags. Use the 2 bags. Okay. I had 2 bags initially, and I was like, oh, this is going to be enough. No ma'am. So actually use your 2 bags, and use 2 bags of the Melody. Okay, I had that too, but my husband put one in the fridge and it went bad. So this is sweet potatoes, okay, and it's already mashed, and I'm only going to use a cup, okay, per meal. Okay, now this is what I ate when I lost over 80 pounds, pushing to 100 pounds. Okay, I ate this faithfully. Okay, it had a really, really good taste. It kept me full, and it felt like a dessert. If you want to put a little bit of cinnamon, it don't need butter. Butter is already in the recipe. It's already calculated on the back. If you are watching your sugar content, look at the content on the back of the box so you'll know more about it. And they have this in Walmart, in Publix. I get this from Publix. Now, I used to eat this weekly when I lost all that weight, because I didn't have to make my own sweet potato and put it in the oven or put it on a cooking sheet. And this was amazing. Next, my chicken. My chicken came out beautifully, you guys. And I can't wait to eat this tonight, baby. I'm a dog walk this plate after my workout tonight. So we have our, our fried rice, which is vegetables, and we have our carbs, which is the sweet potatoes, and then we have our protein source. All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed this meal prep. If you want more meal preps, like this video, subscribe. Let me know you watched the whole video. Visit my website, bodyfordays.com, and I'll see you guys on the next meal prep.